guys, welcome to Ditsy's Diamond Den. So it is our Thursday whip and chat. So usually at the first of the month we do our small shop unboxings. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of error and we lost all of our unboxing videos. But I definitely want to give a shout out to the amazing small shops that I did buy from for the small shop February month. So the very first one I wanted to bring up was Nyx's Notions. So I got some very cool stuff from her. I did get her Submarine in Fairy Lane, which came out with some beautiful colors and a purple and a pink. As always, it is so easy with her width and everything. It is so beautiful. I always get the perfect layout. She also did send me free this tiny little tray that I've been using for my trash drills. I absolutely love this color. I never even thought about getting like a copper one, but I think it's like my new favorite color, even though orange is my favorite color. I also got one of her putties. Now, this putty is too cute. I have already used it. When I first got it though, she had the cutest little like stamper with her in on the top of it. It was too cute. And this is nice and full. It is the unicorn putty. This is a glass jar, y'all. So, I mean, that is like amazing. And then she puts like the little cover minders on it. I don't know if that looks, there you go. That's nice and clear. And I love just that little extra touch for that lid. I also really like that this is glass and not plastic. I feel like it insulates my putty a little bit better than the plastic from the heat. Also, the last time I had done a Nyx's Notion, she mentioned to me that I had to buy her Goliath tray because of how much it holds. And she said this thing could hold up to like 10 or 11 bags. And I was like, no, that's not possible. 10 or 11 bags. I bought it. Guys, this thing can hold 10 or 11 bags. Look at the size of this. It is the size of my head. This thing is huge. It is well made. Once again, her lines are just absolutely perfect to where everything lines up really easy. This is from her candy floss section. It's got this purple back and then it's got a darker blue and comes into this beautiful sea kind of green color. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautifully well made. Now this sucker is huge, so I am a little bit worried about holding it in my hand. I'm afraid I'm going to spill it, so I will have to set this down flat. But this, I might have to get a couple of these for those ones where you do have like 10 or 12 bags of different things and you are doing a lot of multi-placing. This is the tray for your huge multi-placers, so you are not having to refill it all the time. Thank you, by the way, Nyx, for pointing out that I needed this. I don't know how you knew I needed this in my life, but somehow you did, so thank you. We also picked up some putty from Creations Morin, and we did get the peppermint swirl. I have become quite addicted to the peppermint smell, which is kind of weird because I don't like eating peppermint. Dear Helper does.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he likes to buy those big square canisters that are filled with the little round peppermints. So this stuff smells amazing. I have been using this throughout the month. I don't know if you ever got a sniff of that one.
Oh yeah, I did. I like that one.
That one's nice. So one of the things that I think sets Creations Morin just a little bit apart from some of the other companies is her sizing. Now this is only the first time I have ever bought from her, but she flattened this into a square and it is like the perfect depth to where when I press my pin into this, it does a perfect fill every time. I still love my other putties, but I feel like I don't have to play with this one as much as I do with some of the others. It just, I stick my pin in it, I fill it up, and I have to tap it a little bit to dirty it up, and it is good to go. So I don't know if every one of them is like that. I'm definitely going to have to buy from her again because, yeah, she makes these to perfection. So easy to kit up. And of course I bought more bees, because who can't live without bees? So I've always bought the same size in the bees, and I was a little bit curious about her other sizes. So I did buy some of her smaller ones, and I bought some of her half sheets. So I haven't used the half sheets yet because I was already kitted up for the diamond painting that I was doing, and my Cross with Crash Lease went really well with the painting that I was doing. But I have been using the heck out of these small ones because I usually use these ones, and I like breaking up. So I'll take off like the whole big one when I'm ready to move, and I'll put this on, and this creates my perfect little workstation. So that way I don't have to use quite so many when I'm first kitting up, and then as I go, I can move on to these little minis, and it is the perfect size to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do in this setting. Of course, I never do this in one setting. I always do one of these in a setting, but still. And just to give you an idea of the size differences here, so we've got her regular. This is her smaller ones. Let me turn that sideways so you can see. See, it is just perfect. And then her big ones. Love bees. Love release papers. I'm absolutely addicted to release papers. And yes, I know that Diamond Art Club came out with the new perforated film. I have some with it. Fantastic idea. I personally am still going to use my release papers because I love them. As always, Bistro Blanks got me again. Who's shocked? Is anybody surprised here that Bistro Blanks managed to get me again?
Not at all.
Yeah. I keep buying more multi-placers just so Dear Helper can't say that I have enough. It's like, no, I still have multi-placers of different sizes that need more pens. Mm-hmm. That's just it. And I actually ordered another one that will be in our March small shop. Ooh, you guys should see the look I'm getting. No. So I did make my first order from Diamond Pen Pals. Also, they do all kinds of customs. They have a drop on their Facebook page also. They do have many different sizes that you can buy. They also have the lava pens, which are really cool. And this Lumps and Bumps are perfect. This thing is extremely comfortable. I am just a pen addict. I tell you, I have become as much of a pen addict as I am a diamond painting addict. Dear Helper is just going to have to suck it up because I'm going to get way too many of these. Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Buy a million of them.
You guys heard it here.
No.
Buy 1 million pens. Okay. So I really like them. I'm going to have to buy another one. This is just one that they already had pre-made on their Etsy shop. I am going to do a special order one off their Facebook page when they do their pen drops. I do like them a little bit chunkier than this, but it is very lightweight. I like if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, but where the lumps are, it like lays in my finger really, really well to help prevent soreness right there. So these are very well made. And it is so bright and pink and sparkly. Just like Dear Helper.
Yeah.
Pinky and sparkly. I also ordered a pen off of this company I'd never heard of before. But I saw these colors and was just like, oh, those colors are amazing. So I had to buy it. So I got this pen off of Lucky Resin Works. And that is with a WERK. And I bought it just because the colors really, really spoke to me. And you're going to see why. Look at those. Look at those beautiful colors. This is very lightweight. It is a little bit shorter, which I am finding I like them. I do like them a little bit shorter. Most of the ones I got were longer, but I really like this. It does come. This thing comes with a metal placer. Now, I'm a huge fan of the DAC metal placers, but I have found that this has become my go-to for my ABs. The tip on this is perfect to where I don't get like a super scratchy sensation when I am working on my ABs. So if you have a love-hate relationship with your ABs, I definitely encourage you to go buy one of their pens. Because not only does it come with this amazing metal tip, it didn't come with this is DAC, but it did come with this. Not only did I get this, but I also got an item with this that I now use every day, multiple times a day, all the time. So I know you can get little trays, but this actually came with it. This is what it came in, guys. Let me just give that a little close. Look at that. And that is the name of their company. So I just pop this open. I just lay this flat on my desk, and I have just been putting my pens, the ones that I'm currently working with, directly on it. I have my caddies for my pens, but it's always hard to like put them directly in my caddy when I'm swapping out my pens. And so I've just been using this. So not only is this pen amazing and this tip is amazing, but the little box that it came in was over the top worth it. So I'm going to start, whipping and chatting instead of just showing you my small shop hauls. But I also did want to share with you a little bit of what you guys can be expecting here in March. So we've got some more Bougie Bliss coming our way because they make amazing trays. And of course they had their Valentine's drops and I had to get in on some of those. We've got some more Yellow Dog because I'm addicted to Yellow Dogs, and Carrie is so amazing. If you have not bought a Yellow Dog design tray, buy one. Just right now, just pause this, go buy one, hit her up on her Facebook, hit her up on her Instagram. Her product is amazing, and her husband are just great people, and they are from Canada. Shipping cost is worth it. We've got some stuff coming from Dream Wax Studio, which is from Canada also. They are both Yellow Dog Designs and Dream Wax Studios are sponsoring my Diamonds in the Rough event, and I did get my Dream Wax Studio. I got some of it early, and I have been using it, and I'm going to be gushing so much about her wax because, yeah, it is. I am probably annoying her because I keep hitting her up on Instagram and just being like, oh my god, I love this wax. I can't stop using it. So we also have my very first Firefly stuff coming. I ordered a cubby, a pen cubby from her, and it comes with the little drawers underneath, so I did order one of those. I got some trays, and I got like one of her grinders, and we're going to see how that works. I also made some orders from Doggone Diamond Tray. We're going to see how those are. And I did also order from a new company. Dear Helper.
What?
Stop eating Dream Wax's
I was
watermelon.
just tasting it to see if it tasted like watermelon.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It smells like watermelon only.
It doesn't. And then from Diamond Art Supply, I did order some of their pineapple tiki tack putties. See what they're like. Haven't tried them out yet. So lots of stuff coming. I'm going to be doing sneak peeks throughout the month on Facebook, Instagram, and on my YouTube channel of all the wonderful things that the sponsors of the Diamonds in the Rough have given to this. We've got Branda's Crafty Corner. I have been working with Jessica on this. She has come up with some really cool, unique stuff to actually set aside the putties and the waxes that she is offering for the event to make them stand out a little bit. Really excited about that. I also love her hard and sticky. It is so hard being a diamond painter, you guys, because I'm like, so I'm going to use a little bit of Dream Wax, and now I'm going to use, you know, a little bit of Randas, and I'm going to use a little bit of this, and it's like I can't just settle on a wax. I've always got like 5 or 6 of them out, and each time I have to refill, I just refill it with a different one because I love them all. We also, of course, got a new sponsor, Leopard Leatherworks. They are going to be offering a gift card to the grand prize winner. So thank you so much for reaching out and offering that for this event. We appreciate that. And then, of course, we have our totes, which you've already seen in last week's video. And we also have some Diamond Art Club gift cards that we are going to be giving out each week and for the grand prize winner. All right, let's get to Dalton, guys. So we are working on The Tea Party by Ivy Dolamore. We are almost done with this. Yay! I am using my Creations Morin Peppermint Swirl putty, and I am using, of course, this little paw print that we got from Dream Wax Studio. This is going to be one of the event prizes, and she has so many more molds coming out. And she does molds all the time for the holidays, and they were so cute. So I definitely encourage you to check them out. As always, it does not take much wax to fill these pens. So, dear hubby and I have been working so hard on getting our first event done. And we have been enjoying it so much, you know, getting everything together, getting our sponsor list together, and, you know, figuring out all the little things that we want to add to our packages that we send out. But honestly, it's also been just a little bit hectic, you know. I do have anxiety, and I absolutely have been loving doing the channel. I've been loving meeting all of these people that I've been working with that do other YouTube channels and that love diamond painting as much as I do, some of the small shop owners. But I'm scared, you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand. I am so terrified of failing, of having nobody, you know, join the event, or, you know, not like the content that we're offering. So I think it's been a little bit nerve-wracking. I think I've been a little bit on the, even though I'm like really, really excited about it, I also kind of feel like I've been a little sharper recently. What do you think, honey? Have I been a little more just kind of like all, I don't know, nervous? Got a little nervous energy going on?
You have, and that's expected with everything we've got going on. So yeah, I can understand it.
Yeah, and I know that you've been putting in a lot of work also. I actually got a compliment on the video. I've gotten a couple compliments on the video that you did, saying that they absolutely loved the QR codes and they love the cute little logo that you made up. How does that make you feel when you get, you know, recognized for the work that you do for the channel?
Well, I'm glad people like it. Mostly I just want to do something that looks nice and professional, even though I'm not very professional.
Well, you're professional, but you are new,
yes.
and you are very, very techy, but you are new to this particular kind of
editing videos and stuff like that. Definitely new.
Yeah. So what makes you the most nervous about putting on this event?
Just that I want it to go good for you, so you are happy with it. I like doing the event. I like going through and picking out the things that we're going to be giving away. You put a lot of time and a lot of your own money into the event, and so I just want it to be fun and be successful so we can do it again next year.
Yes. Honestly, I've been having so much fun. I just figure even if this year we don't have a lot of people, you know, word of mouth, and the people that do come, hopefully they'll enjoy it enough to where we can try it again next year. And maybe even more people will join.
Yeah.
Although I have got serious amounts of anxiety. I mean, I know that some people have shown some interest, in it. I do have my Facebook group up and people have been joining that. So I know I at least have a few people that are going to be taking part in the event. They've talked about what kind of paintings are allowed. And so I just also did want to clarify a little bit on that. So the paintings, they do not have to just be 100% like animal themed. They do just need to have like an animal in it. So like this canvas right here, the Tea Party, this canvas would actually qualify because you'll see up here, and I didn't even notice when I bought this or when I unboxed it or at any time, but she is holding a little kitty. This is all that we're asking for, is that in the canvas there is some type of animal appreciation. So this canvas right here with this one little kitty.
2 kitties.
Oh my goodness!
You did it!
2 kitties. This thing has 2 kitties in it. I have been living the real life the last 2 days. I've not just been crafting. I've had to like do grown-up adult stuff. Boo. So yeah, I did this and I haven't even really actually looked at what I did. Dear helper, just found a second kitty. So this painting right here would qualify for my event because it has the 2 kitties. So all that has to do is have some type of pet representation, and it does have to be real pet is all. So there you go. This would qualify. I didn't even notice this is, you guys have seen my unboxings and I'm like, you'll take a look at it and you'll be like, oh, I have to have it. And you'll open it and you'll be like, oh, what is this? What is that? And then you start doing it and you're like, look what I found. Get off. I'm not even using the right pen right now. So this would qualify. So if you had any questions about that. So a lot of, I think, what I've been feeling lately, and our therapist, we see our therapist on Thursdays, and we've been talking a little bit just about, how excited I am, but also just about, that fear of failure kind of like creeping over me. So I am actually going to go see our marriage therapist solo this week, so I can talk a little bit about that. So I did just want to share that with you guys, and thank you guys for, I know you guys have been watching. I know I have a lot of support from quite a few different people for this event, and it means so much to me. It makes me feel not quite as nervous knowing that I have that support, so thank you for that. Also, if you guys follow me on Insta and on my Facebook, I have a Facebook page, Deceased Diamond Den, on Facebook, and I also have my Diamonds in the Ruff event group page. So if you guys have been following that, you guys know that my dog Ollie, I said that he was 15. I thought he was born in 2008, but he was actually born in 2009. Bad dog mom. So he is going to be turning 15 years old on the 15th of February. But Ollie is on me like 24/7. So I notice the smallest things. So he was actually diagnosed with a collapsed trachea and a heart murmur, and the very beginnings of chronic heart failure, like 8 years ago. And because of the fact that he's constantly like in my arms, I'm always like super hyper aware of what's going on with him. So he started getting it when he was 7. And I was on top of it. I had him down to the vets, and they caught all of it really, really fast. Got him on vet med. And so he's been doing really, really well. He has his echocardiograms once a year. And honestly, in the last 8 years, he's not had any major changes with his particular health issues. We did have a scare a couple years ago where he got really sick and he actually had to have gallbladder surgery. But other than that, he's always been a really healthy dog. I mean, he had those issues, but they didn't really hinder him in any ways. But the other night he kept me up all night long and he was hacking, and I really just did not like the sound of it at all, because usually with the chronic heart failure and the heart murmur, if you've ever experienced that, the cough is a little bit of a drier sound, and his was sounding really, really wet. So I was worried he was getting a little bit of fluid in his lungs, so I made an appointment with the vet. They know that I'm kind of like psychotic when it comes to my dog, so they got me in the next day, which was today. And he is showing, for the first time in years, where he's actually starting to show some changes. His heart has enlarged quite a bit more from the last time we took him in for his echocardiogram, and he goes in once a year in April, so we're early. They did some x-rays. His heart had enlarged, and he is starting to get some fluid on his lungs, so we did get him on some new medications. We got him on flormesicide, and I can never remember the other one that
I can't
called.
either.
It starts with a B.
No, I don't know it.
So we put him on those medications to get rid of some of the fluid, and we scheduled an echocardiogram to be done earlier than usual, just because of the fact that his heart had enlarged so much, and now he's got the fluid on his lungs. And it's only 2 months early, but it's the first time he's shown any changes since we got it. So we're going to do that a little bit early. The vet said we should be a little bit more careful about watching him with his activity levels, because even with how sick he is, like, we were at the vet's and he was dancing on his back legs. He's just so happy all the time and just so wiggly. And I don't know if anybody else has ever had this issue, and if you have, let me know, because my dogs are very well trained, especially for Chihuahuas. I always get compliments on how, oh, usually little dogs are this and that, and your dogs aren't like that at all. They're so friendly and well behaved. But I have this issue where my youngest dog, and all my dogs are pretty close in age, so they're 15, 14, and 13. Well, 12. Odin will be 13 in April. He's an April Fool's baby. So, Odin, now that Ollie is like slowing down a little bit and just not where he was before, because in our house it's always been where I am the pack master, and then Ollie is like my second in command. And he is the one to where if I'm not around and the other dogs are misbehaving in any way, he corrects them. So they are Chihuahuas, so they're not like really, really big fan of kids. And so like if Sparta or Odin like growls at a kid, like, hey, back off me or something like that, they don't bite, but they will growl at you if they don't like what you're doing. So if they would growl, then Ollie would go over there and do exactly what he's supposed to do, and he would very, very gently get in between, them and the kid, and he would like growl back at them, or maybe give like a little tiny snap. And the other dogs were like, okay, so I'm not supposed to do this, and Ollie said I'm not supposed to do this, and they would listen to him. Well, now that Ollie is getting older, Odin I think he has decided he wants to be the second in command, because he started trying to fight with Ollie. So, like, Odin, all the dogs have their sleeping spots, and it is based on pecking order. And Odin is third in line, so Odin actually sleeps at the foot of the bed, while Ollie sleeps on the pillow next to me, and Sparta sleeps against my back. Odin recently has decided that he wants to sleep on the pillow next to me, and I told him no and to go lay down, and he attacked Ollie. These are old dogs. They don't even have any teeth anymore, but he got mad, and so he attacked Ollie, and Ollie, even with him getting older, was like, yeah, that's still a no, and so he went after Odin and was like, you need to back down, and Odin did back down. Of course, I pulled them apart and everything, but Odin was already like, all, oh, he's not going to just like kowtow and do what I'm telling him, what I want him to do. He's saying no still. But it's been happening fairly often, and with his heart, I'm really, really worried about that. So if any of you guys have ever had that particular issue where a younger dog has decided that it's time to take over leadership from an older dog, which I know is natural, it is in their DNA, for an older dog to take over, but that is not going to happen. Give me some suggestions down below, because honestly, I am at a little bit of a loss for this one, because I have been trying to intervene. I have been trying to do everything that I know how to do, and so far, just nothing is working. Well, we did try some things like, what is going on here? Oh, I haven't replaced this putty since I started this painting, and I'm almost done, so I think my putty is saying that, huh?
It's lasting.
It's lasted a really long time. I want to try to finish painting this putty finish this painting without replacing this putty, but I think it's finally starting to give just a little tiny bit. So Dear Helper has been feeding, like making sure that their feeding schedule is like he gives Ollie his, and he's making the other two wait. How long do you make the other two?
I just make them sit for at least 3 seconds, and then I put their food down.
After you do Ollie's.
Yes, Ollie eats first with no waiting, and they watch him, and then I bring theirs out and make them sit, and they have to sit for at least 3 seconds, and then I'll put their bowls down.
I feel like that's been helping a little.
It has.
With that. But, I mean, any other suggestions we can get on how to curb this would definitely be appreciated a lot. So, in other news, I have the best Dear Helper ever. I've told you guys, in our old house, we used to have the jacuzzi tub in our bathroom. And I loved it, and when we moved, I didn't have my tub anymore, and I have arthritis. I got arthritis when I was very young. I was diagnosed with hip arthritis. In my mid-20s, I also have arthritis in my knee, and I think I'm starting to get a little bit of arthritis in my left shoulder, because it's starting to feel like my knee and my hip, and it hurts. It hurts so bad, especially in the wintertime. So Dear Helper bought me a present for Valentine's Day. What did you buy me?
A hot tub?
Yeah?
Yeah. So we didn't have to go to the hot springs?
I said I wanted to go to the hot springs, and he's like, I don't want to go to the hot springs. Other people have been in that water.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, so what kind of hot tub did you get me?
It is just an inflatable hot tub. It holds 6 people, has 170 bubble jets, headrests, and can get up to, I think, 104 degrees. And we already have a spot for it, because when we bought this house, the old owners used to have a hot tub. I don't know if it went bad or whatever. They took it out, but we already have the spot, the plug-ins, everything for the hot tub to go into.
And it is a saltwater one, just like our pool.
Salt water converted into chlorine, just like our swimming pool is. So it's something I'm already very much so used to taking care of.
Yeah, so we have the Intex pool, and it's just an above ground pool, and then we have...
she says just an above ground pool, but this thing is 24 feet by 12 feet. Or is it bigger than that? It's huge.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to get the 36.
No.
By 16, and you said, no way, Jose.
Yeah, 24 by 12 foot by 5 foot deep. Yeah.
No, it's not 5 foot
almost
deep.
Almost 5. It's 4 and a half or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 4.5. I am a water baby, so I love the pool. I'm going to love this hot tub. I like to spend a lot of time at the lakes, and we used to have a boat, but we had issues because we live in Oregon, and our lakes we've been in a drought the last couple years, and our lakes have just pretty much kind of, one of our lakes literally disappeared, like gone. That used to be very full to the point to where it was a popular cliff diving area, and over the years it is just a puddle now. Like you could walk through the whole entire lake. That is how bad it has been. And so we got rid of the boat because it was just, I mean, you couldn't really take it out. And then we get wildfires here really, really bad. And I have asthma. And so even though when we first got the boat, we would take it out every weekend and go swimming and go fishing and just have fun, it got to the point to where we never got to take it out because there was no water, or the smoke would be so bad in the area that we just didn't get to do it. So we did get rid of the boat, and we got the RV instead, which is fantastic because now our son lives in the RV and we get the house to ourselves for the first time ever. What are you doing back there, babe?
I'm diamond painting.
Oh.
I'm at my spot diamond painting.
I thought you were clipping your nails.
No.
No?
No, not it.
So we got our event diamond paintings also.
Yes.
So I know between the editing and the filming, and he has a full-time job that is more than full-time sometimes, and sometimes not quite so much, but he's been really busy lately. He's been having to go out of town a lot, more than usual.
I go out of town again next week, beginning of next week.
Yeah. So he has just not been able to get as much diamond painting. And of course, he does like diamond painting, but he also has his own interests and his own things that he likes to do. And so he likes to, have his downtime and make time for those. Do you think that you're going to be able to finish the diamond painting that you picked out?
I think so. My particular diamond painting is not, it's a partial, there we go. So I didn't know the actual term for it. But it is a partial.
But it does meet the 40 by 45.
It does. It meets that, and you can also do a partial for the event. And I think that's going to help me as far as not having as much time to do this that I would like to actually put towards it.
Yeah, and you do have 6 weeks to complete it.
Yes, but I mean, how long have I been working on Aquaman?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, technically, you don't get to win anyways. You're disqualified.
Yeah, I just want to play. I just want to do it.
Yeah.
So.
I love that. I want to play too.
Just want to play, guys. Come on. Seriously.
Are you worried you're going to get picked last?
No, I never get picked last. I'm not worried about that.
Oh, guys, he's too cute. I just want to play too. Oh my goodness.
So let me play.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, he is disqualified from winning prizes. However, our sponsors are not disqualified. They do have a chance of winning prizes. Let's just hope they don't win their own prizes, although I guess the shipping for that would be really easy. Look, you get to keep one all for yourself. Yeah. This is what you won. So we are also going to, I got a hold of Diamond Art Club because I am an affiliate of theirs, and I am working with those amazing people over there to do the gift cards. Now, I am not a very big YouTuber, so they are not so much a sponsor as a collaborator. But they are working with me to make sure that everybody gets their gift cards sent out to the right place, and you'll be receiving those gift cards when they are sent out directly from Diamond Art Club. I'm just working with somebody there, and I'm paying for them. But we are going to be having a lot of them. We're going to be having a giveaway of one of those every week. And then the grand prize one will be bigger. And if you happen to make any special things that you would like to give in for the grand prize, you can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, or through my email at ditsysdiamondden@gmail.com. Oh, yeah, and by the way, since I forgot to say it, because I always do, if you like what you are seeing, please like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. I always just think, I don't know. I was like, so you listen to all these like YouTube tutorials and they're always like, you have to say like and subscribe or they won't. But to me, I'm just like, do you? Do you really have to say like and subscribe? Let me know in the comments whether or not you feel like we have to say like and subscribe. Or if you guys are just like, we know how this works. People don't need to say it at this point. And then I'm going to let YouTube know whether or not their videos about adding that is true or not. So that's what we've been up to this week. We've got some pet stuff going on. We've got some nervous but good anticipation going on. We have been making friends with some amazing people in the diamond painting community. We have been ordering lots of goodies from the small shops. And I think that's just about it for this week. I don't know, babe. Anything major going on in your life, even outside of the diamond painting, that you'd like to share with our dear viewers?
Not really. It's kind of just business as usual for me. Like she said, I've been doing a lot of traveling, doing a lot of bids out for county and government jobs. So that just keeps me busy. Writing up those proposals, building the bids out, building the actual bill outs. So it takes a lot of time per contract. So when you don't get one, it could be a little disheartening. But I realize that everybody has their own budget. They have whatever they need to meet for their monthly, yearly costs, whatever it might be. So I just need to take that into effect. It's not any personal dig against me. It's just they're going to go with not only what works best for them, but also what is going to be covered in their costs.
Yeah, because you've been trying all this new stuff too. Because I'm like doing all this new stuff with my YouTube channel and trying to be successful with that. But you also, so basically he has ran an internet company for years, and I'm going to let him tell you, he came up with a brand new concept and a new direction to take the business.
Well, it's an addition to the business for the company that I work for. So
but it was your completely your idea.
It was.
Yeah. So
I mean, it was something that I planned to do when we got more into retirement age, and we did have our trailer and wanted to travel around. Is building out RV park wireless and camera infrastructure. So a lot of people, if you have an RV or if you've ever been with somebody or went on a trip with somebody and you stayed in an RV park. In most of these parks, the internet is abysmal. It's terrible. You can barely use it. They might say, oh, we've got this much speed. But then you look around and you see all these other campers and you get there and your internet's so slow you end up just using your phone internet tethered to your television so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or whatever streaming program you're using. So what we've been kicking around to a lot of these parks departments and
they're loving
counties. Yeah, is high-speed, fast internet for campers, and it has just been fantastic. The cameras are just more so kind of just we can keep an eye on the grounds. It's not really just about security. So we do set up cameras, but they're not only for security. It's something that we use to just kind of monitor over maybe traffic, if there's an accident, whatever happens. We keep recordings and stuff on file for the Parks Department to be able to go through if they've opted to do that. So it's not something that every location we do opts to put in. We definitely put our own cameras in at locations where we keep very expensive gear. But that's overlooking a server room or a rack system that we've installed.
So we are going to finish off the evening by letting you know that Dear Helper also bought me a heater for this room because it's the coldest room in the house and I was freezing. And we are going to end with a quick picture of the amazing thing that he built me to be able to put up all of my diamond paintings for the whole entire year until the end of the year when I do my diamond painting in year in review video, so I can look at them all the time. And then I will put them away in my art dot cases. So let's go ahead and show you that awesome setup that he did for me. You're gonna love it.
So here's what I put up for her. It's basically just a curtain rod. So it's just a black curtain rod, and it's got these little clip hangers on it where you would generally put a curtain. And we just clipped the first 2 completed diamond paintings for this year. So this does continue along the wall here, and this is where we'll put more of the horizontal ones once she completes some of those.
Like the tea party?
Yeah, like the tea party. So here you can see that we just have the 2 here, and she can kind of flip through these and go through them. It probably took me less than 30 minutes to put this up, and it hangs just above my diamond painting area here. And so when she comes into the room here, she just has this right off to the left, and she can take a look at all of her diamond paintings before we put them back for the year inside of her art dot cases. I think I picked this up at Walmart, and it cost, I think the rod was a little more expensive because I did want it to hold some weight. I think this unit was about $55 in each one of these clip ring sets. So one on this pole is $10, and the one on this pole over here was $10 just for the rings with the clips on the end of them. And that's it. Thanks for joining us.